Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message for your healing journey, soul's evolution, transformation, or simply information. Today, I would like to talk about consistent information with the information we receive consciously and while we heal and enjoy our expansion. You see, the frequency, we call it lightness, or sometimes we call it light codes, entering in our body when we heal, is simply love. It's an expansion, sort of like tuning into a radio. Which channel do you wish to be on, and which is more delightful for your experiences, like classical music, R&B, maybe instrumental, whatever it is. What helps you focus and tune in to the messages that divine is giving you. Consciously, we need to earth ourselves, knowing that meditation or sitting in silence by our oak trees out in nature helps us unwind from all the distractions that life has for us. The lightness helps us stay in our love space, our heart space. And that's unique to most of us because we usually logically use our brain to figure out our day, the flow and the stream of your consciousness or subconscious. Sometimes we are just literally stuck to what we know, such as routines. But we always ask that we bring into awareness the purpose of the day, why you're here, sometimes contemplation, not just schedules in rigorous situations. Regardless of what's happening in life, we always know that being authentic is purposeful. Why? Because that helps you navigate your soul. The truth always sets you free. As long as we recognize there are truths to a lot of different things, the answers we seek and the beliefs we hold on to, are they really the truth? Or are we just told to believe them? We can challenge everything in life, and even if there's facts in front of us, now we know they're not always true. Focus on what resonates with you. What do you know inside to be true? That is your intuition. You innately know what's right or wrong because there is a force within you that actually either makes you happy because it resonates, or it can make you angry equally because it resonates. Anger makes us plummet into figuring out why, how, where, and when. And sometimes the truth does set you free, even though it may have some angry moments of energetic blasts. But you should be fulfilled and satisfied once you calm those down because your body likes the truth, even though it may hurt. The truth always fulfills, and living in your truth is always most beneficial. Sometimes we avoid the truth because it does hurt. And then when we find out, it hurts, but it dissipates, meaning it resides, it resonates, and so it can release. There is an action for that now. Maybe find out the truth and align with your truth, and how do you feel excited or be authentic with living, knowing the truth. It's okay. What we resist persists. Always. We've heard that long and long and long ago. Everything we resist will resurface. Even the truth, even falsifications of the truth, until the truth is known, sometimes your cellular level cannot even continue on. It's desperate to find what resonates, not what somebody fluffs into you to just literally coat or cloak the energy. It doesn't resonate, but somehow logically our brain wants to accept it because it's somehow told to be the truth. You see, healing occurs when we illuminate truth with love. Sometimes healing doesn't take place until the truth is known, and sometimes just having some healing surrounding not knowing the truth is beneficial too. You see, your body knows it can release that trauma even without having the details. How many times have we seen things on TV where unsolved mysteries are there? The truth is not known, but yet people know the truth. There's a lot of things that can help people find closure to their energetic trauma because it affects your whole life, depending upon how heavy the trauma is. And the wounds that create that mental spiral inside and outside of your body. Balance can be restored, though, family and friends. We are always inspired to find help where we need it, whether it's holistic practitioners or any therapist that can consult you for healing what hurts. I recommend that you start with knowing intuitively or maybe a recommendation of what might be the starting base. Always detox your body, mind, and soul. Chemicals are never good. Purging out what no longer serves and literally having assistance when it's heavy. When people leave this earth, things can be so heavy, so much going on. Cleaning up, making plans and arrangements, it's really hard to find balance, and I know a lot of people find addictions during these tough times. But focus on love, what needs to be healed. Not everything is perfect in the right moments, but the moments that are right are perfect. What we can see at this time is closing our eyes, slowing our breath, moving into your inner world, inside, and moving around the energy inside that's hurting, the distorted energy that's challenging joy and bringing sorrow. Remember, releasing guilt, shame, fear, and any limitations are important. We can detach, but we don't always want to have a state of detachment. That means avoidance. So follow your inner soul's voice. Love yourself enough to create a sacred space for your healing journey. It's always good to be open-minded and let the answers flow through. It's not about always being perfect, but having perfect moments and clearing that space, opening up the heart space to receive guidance and love, to be nurtured and cared for. That requires us to do grounding no matter what. Each day, every morning, hopefully you feel grounded and maybe inspired, and write down the actions or maybe the answers you receive through the evening. Let go of anything that no longer serves. Or maybe at the top of the morning you feel a lot lighter because you actually wrote that down the night before. That's why journaling is important. Releasing what you wrote on the paper. Maybe at the kitchen table, leave it there. And when you go to bed, you can work on it during your sleep state and have all of your healing team work on it with you. And then when you awake, you feel lighter. You start your day with a fresh piece of paper, knowing what your intentions are for the day. Not like a grocery list or a task list. At the end of the day, there's some that move to the next day. It's about healing, purging, because you're grounding. You no longer need whatever that ailment is, whatever the memory of trauma is, whatever the pain that you purged was. And that's just it. It is transcended and it's earthed, and your team, you can call it your spiritual team, your guidance team, your healers have taken it away. And as you sit in Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, and you walk through the valleys of peace, they are reassuring you, you are now at peace. because your energy that was affected may be feeling very peaceful. And prior to that, prior to asking for help, you might have felt disconnected, maybe some scattered energy, and overwhelmed. So they are dispersing that now and allowing you to feel at peace. You see, nothing has gone wrong if there's still some stagnancy. That's just ebb and flow of life. Not all of it can be removed at once. That's why we ask for everyday rituals of guidance and prayer and gratitude. It's nothing is wrong if it's still remaining. You might still get triggered. Maybe you go to the same job, same bus stop, same people are there. But each time you'll be less and less triggered as the days change. It'll change from body, mind, and soul pain to peace in your heart, your body, mind, and soul. It's a transcending of pain and trauma and grief and shame and sorrow back to your heart space of love. Craving that change is why I always say fight for yourself, fight for your soul to be at peace. And when you feel maybe a little lightheaded, and you will, that's just your team gathering up the energy, finding it where we hide it, and maybe where we feel we need to keep it safe and sacred somewhere special. Well, they can do a clean sweep little by little. Just think about the home you live in. Each room they will work at gracefully and gradually, and they will just rotate around until your vessel, your home is clean. Also symbolic of our homes. Why do we have so much stuff around if we haven't used it for years? A lot of it can be either removed or repurposed or given away. But if it's something special from your people that you've loved that are crossed over, decide if it's should be there, maybe reallocated to different family members, or maybe you have it displayed and you honor them in the rightful way. Dropping into meditation or just a simple gratitude every day is important. Each day we live with opposition. It can be duality, black and white, not literally, but dark and light. That's what we call actually density or maybe the lightness. Whatever you're dealing with is what we have to deal with. So we must learn to integrate the lightness when we feel heavy. Sometimes that's darkness or living in the dark, or literally not living to the truth of your own self. That's why we like to walk in nature. Can you imagine the positive and negative energies clashing every day, 24/7, 365? No. We want to master the emotions, so that's not always the problem. Time to resume meditation, closing your eyes, opening your ears, doing some nice breath work, whether you're sitting cross-legged outside or maybe sitting in a chair. But it's always best if you can enjoy the fresh air, whatever elements there are, and focus on something that brings you joy. Maybe playing outside with your children or creating artwork. Usually children are very vocal about how much they express themselves with music, creativity, arts, or just watching them play on the playground. I haven't seen too many that weren't excited to get out of the classroom onto the playground and have fun. It's also getting rid of pent up energy. Just know if you are breathing right now, you can fight for your soul to heal. But be and go easy on yourself. Each moment in time is simply that. It's meaningful to you and whoever you wish to share it with, like our soul journey. What do we wish to see in this world? If you don't know, connect to your heart space. You will feel it in your body, mind, and soul. softening the vibrations. Maybe if your heart is racing when you don't know, you're scared, you have a lot of shame, grief, sorrow, fear, and maybe a lot of trauma. All these things affect our life and our life force and our soul's journey. So clarify and focus on what you love and don't let anything sway you from it. Care about how you feel and adjust as you go. Focus the soul and the soul in your heart. Be kind to yourself, and every moment know that you are doing your best. Treat yourself to maybe a spa day, or that could be simply taking a day off. Your soul is very crafty. It will always illuminate what we should be doing and instantaneously bliss inside of you when it feels good. Discuss with your body, mind, and soul and your dream team what would make your heart smile again. What ideas or what things, situations need to change. What does your soul vibrate with and your heart resonate with? And what brings you peace? Our soul can be overridden all the time with irrational minds that project onto us. But trust, when your soul is bringing the best out of you, your body, mind, and soul will connect. Close your eyes and don't see the world if it's harsh when you look. Outside your thoughts, your body, mind, and soul will always reflect back to you what needs to change, what feels good, what hurts, and what would be in the highest for you. The universe always wishes for us to always find peace. If there's no peace in the world, what are we finding and what is there to look for? That's why we ask our soul, turn on the lights, or find your oak tree where the lights are always turned on. Consciously and subconsciously, we always have evidence of our desires, or if we wish for it and it doesn't show up. And sometimes it happens all the time, really. People want to steal your light, or your soul's light, or even your destined path. You see, there's evidence around it because you can feel it inside. People that are full of jealous and rage always have that inside. And that projection, when you're around them, you can feel it. So don't take that on. It's simple. You do not accept energy that's less than your highest vibration. And that's what you say. When you feel something, you were happy before you went into a sacred space or a space in general, whether it's work, home, or around certain people, step back, go outside and say, is this my energy? Then I refuse it. I do not accept this energy in my sacred space and in my temple. You'd be surprised how it works. Literally back yourself up. Don't turn around and walk away and let them attack your back and put their energy on your back. Think of it as a backpack, which you don't want to carry around. You see, a lot of times that's how it's energetically connected. Your root chakra from the back, and a lot of different other ways we've talked about. So create and expand and simply say, I do not accept this energy in my body, sacred body, mind, and soul temple, and literally run an energy check from your crown down to your feet, outside, and dissipate. You'd be surprised how this would work. Go ahead and do it. One side at a time, slow movements, moving the energy slowly. And if you stop at a certain point, that's where they have attacked your energetic field, your chakras. If you practice this a few times, you'll know. You'll sense the shifting, and yes, maybe some fighting back, maybe the sparring back, because they have some hooks in you, and maybe you'll feel it at the heart chakra. That's why they follow it up with verbal abuse or anything else. So gently and yet glowingly allow your light to shine, purging out the crud. Think of it as really, really bad oil from a car or vehicle that's sat for a long time. If you've never seen that, go into a body shop and smell the oil. It's different. It's really dark and thick, but as long as it's draining, it's not in you anymore. Symbolic of toxic energy. That's why we purge it, and that's why we ask, whether we verbally ask or journal it. If you're simply at work, you can write it down. Is this my energy? Or take a break or walk outside. Is this my energy that I need to remove from my body, mind, and soul? Then yes, your head might start nodding yes, or it might literally chins going side to side. Let your body decide and give you the cues. Or you can have a necklace and you can decide, is it going forward, north, south, or is it slowly spinning and going east and west? Usually north, south is a solid yes, and then it'll slowly swirl and go east, west. Okay, north, good, south, yep, east, west, no to the no, no. We want to remove that. So visualize it. You'd be surprised how you can change your energy, or you can just think about it in your mind, letting your eyes go forward, up, down, or side to side. That's symbolic of changing energy in your brain space too. When you're at a meeting that's boring or you don't wish to be there, change your energetic fields depending upon who you're sitting by, and close your energy up, only allowing the pertinent information to flow in that resonates with you. Or you can simply record it and listen to it later in your own creative space, not around all the other energetic fields that are around you. You can transform and visualize everything or anything. We must let it go. Stop allowing other people to invade your energetic space. It doesn't mean just jumping blindly and saying, no, I radically have to leave this room. We also have to be in the spaces of other energies. But knowing you have boundaries and you have choices are important. That's why suffering is not an option anymore when we have transformation, which moves us forward. Transformation is important. Boundaries are more important because that way we can transform and heal. If we wish to have joy in our life, we simply decide to say no to what hurts. The peacemakers inside and outside, our healers, are always here. What hurts and what hurts us doesn't mean we're held to hostage mode about it. Joy is simply joy. It's our birthright to have joy. We use our inner voice, we have laughter, we have peace, and yes, we reflect. We dance in that divine masculine feminine energy of sacred space, and that brings us enlightenment and expansion to our lives. Remember, whatever we wish and think about can come about. We just have to move out the stagnant energy one way or another. Use your tools and your skills and your wisdom, your knowledge with integrity and grace. We always want to give thanks and praise to God and our teams that help us heal, bringing us wisdom, giving us peace, helping us get through and navigate the most tumultuous times. And we always want to return to sender all evil with evil intention to all known and unknown. Remember to take care of your sacred spaces. Do something nice for yourself every day, even if it's just sitting in silence for 5 minutes. Allowing yourself to heal, giving yourself that beautiful gift to connect, and connecting to yourself is most important before you share love with anybody else. Knowing that you matter because you're so worthy of love. Finding love, being in love, and yes, resonating with love will help you heal, whatever that is. Take care of you, family and friends, because you matter. And so it is. Namaste.